Have you ever found yourself in a situation where, despite your best efforts, it feels like you're just falling short? Maybe it's at work, in your relationships, or even in your personal goals. You pour your energy into something, but the results just aren't there. You're not alone. This is a common experience. But what if I told you that the wisdom to unlock your best self has been around for thousands of years? Today we're exploring 12 Stoic secrets that can help you consistently do your best, no matter the circumstance. The Stoics were masters of turning adversity into opportunity. They believed that the key to living a fulfilled and purposeful life lies in how we respond to the world around us. And the best part? These principles are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. Let's dive into the first Stoic secret. 1. Embrace the present moment. Imagine you're working on an important project, but your mind keeps wandering, maybe to a mistake you made last week, or a deadline looming over you tomorrow. It's easy to get caught up in the past or the future, but the Stoics taught that our power lies in the present moment. They believed that by fully engaging with the task at hand, we can bring our best selves to every situation. Take the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, for example. Despite the immense pressure of leading an empire, he wrote in his journals about the importance of focusing on the present. He reminded himself that today's task is the most important one because it's the only one we truly have control over. By embracing the present, you free yourself from the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. You give your full attention to what matters now, and that's where your best work happens. 2. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Let's say you're planning an outdoor event and suddenly the forecast shows rain. You've put in weeks of preparation, but now everything seems ruined. The natural reaction might be frustration, but the Stoics would encourage a different perspective. They believed in focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus often spoke about this concept. He taught that while we can't control external events like the weather, we can control how we respond to them. Instead of getting upset, we can adapt, find a solution, and move forward. By letting go of the things we can't change, we conserve our energy for what truly matters. When you master this mindset, you're better equipped to do your best in any situation, because you're no longer wasting time on things beyond your control. 3. Practice gratitude daily. Think about the last time you felt truly grateful. Maybe it was for a kind gesture, a beautiful day, or simply having enough. That feeling doesn't just make you happier, it also motivates you to keep pushing forward. The Stoics understood the power of gratitude in helping us do our best. When we take time to appreciate what we have, we shift our focus away from what's missing and onto what's working well. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, advised practicing gratitude daily. He believed that when we regularly reflect on the good in our lives, we become more content and resilient. Gratitude isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about acknowledging the positives that exist alongside them. When you cultivate this mindset, you approach tasks with a sense of abundance rather than lack, which empowers you to perform at your highest level. 4. Develop resilience through adversity. Remember a time when you faced a significant challenge, one that seemed overwhelming at first. Maybe it was a failed project, a tough breakup, or a personal setback. In the moment, it probably felt like the end of the world. But looking back, you can see how that experience made you stronger, more capable, and more resilient. The Stoics believed that adversity is not something to fear, but something to embrace. They saw challenges as opportunities for growth. Take the example of Epictetus, who was born a slave and suffered from a severe physical disability. Despite these hardships, he became one of the most influential philosophers in history. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to us that matters, but how we respond to it. By facing adversity with courage and resilience, we unlock our true potential and consistently do our best, no matter the circumstances. 5. Focus on your purpose. Think back to a time when you were deeply engaged in something meaningful, something that made you lose track of time. That's the power of purpose. The Stoics believe that knowing your purpose is essential to doing your best. When you're clear on why you're doing something, every action becomes more intentional and impactful. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on his purpose as both a philosopher and an emperor. He reminded himself daily that his role was to serve the people and to act with justice, wisdom, and courage. This sense of purpose guided his decisions and kept him grounded, even in the face of immense pressure. Similarly, when you align your actions with your purpose, you find the motivation to persevere, even when the going gets tough. Purpose gives your efforts meaning. And that's what drives excellence. 6. Practice self-discipline. Imagine you've set a goal to improve your health, maybe by exercising more or eating better. At first you're motivated, but as time goes on, distractions and temptations start to creep in. It's in these moments that self-discipline becomes crucial. The Stoics viewed self-discipline not as a form of restriction, but as a path to true freedom. Seneca believed that self-discipline was the foundation of a good life. He taught that by mastering our impulses and desires, we create the conditions for success. Self-discipline isn't about denying ourselves pleasure, it's about making choices that align with our long-term goals. When you practice self-discipline, you gain control over your actions, which allows you to consistently perform at your best, regardless of external circumstances. 7. Cultivate inner peace. Think about a time when you felt completely at peace. Maybe it was during a walk in nature, a quiet evening at home, or a moment of stillness in a busy day. That sense of peace isn't just a luxury, it's essential for doing your best. The Stoics believe that inner peace is the foundation of a life well lived. Marcus Aurelius often wrote about the importance of cultivating tranquility. He understood that a calm mind is better equipped to handle challenges and make sound decisions. Inner peace doesn't mean avoiding conflict or challenge, it means maintaining a sense of calm and clarity in the face of them. When you cultivate inner peace, you create a stable foundation from which to operate, allowing you to approach each task with focus, intention, and effectiveness. 8. Learn from criticism. Think back to the last time someone gave you constructive feedback. It might have been uncomfortable to hear, but if you took it to heart, you likely grew from it. The Stoics saw criticism not as an attack, but as a valuable tool for improvement. Epictetus encouraged his students to welcome criticism, as it offers a chance to see ourselves from a different perspective. He believed that by being open to feedback, we can refine our actions and thoughts, ultimately becoming better versions of ourselves. When you view criticism as an opportunity to learn rather than a personal affront, you set yourself up for continuous growth. And that's the key to always doing your best, being willing to adapt and improve based on what you learn from others. 9. Lead by example. Think of a person you admire not for their words but for their actions. The Stoics believe that true leadership is about setting an example, not just giving orders. They taught that by living in accordance with your values, you naturally inspire others to do the same. Marcus Aurelius, despite his immense power, was known for his humility and dedication to service. He didn't just tell others how to live, he showed them through his own actions. By leading by example, he earned the respect and loyalty of those around him. Similarly, when you embody the principles you believe in, you inspire others to follow suit. Leading by example not only helps you do your best, but it also elevates those around you, creating a positive ripple effect. 10. Accept imperfection. How often have you hesitated to start something because you feared it wouldn't be perfect? The Stoics understood that perfection is an illusion, and striving for it can paralyze us. Instead, they focused on excellence, doing the best we can within the reality of human imperfection. Seneca reminded us that it's better to make progress than to be stuck in pursuit of unattainable perfection. When you accept that mistakes are a natural part of the process, you free yourself to take risks, experiment, and learn. This mindset shift allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that doing your best doesn't mean being perfect, it means giving your all and learning from the experience. 11. Practice mindfulness. Consider a time when you were fully immersed in an activity, completely focused on the task at hand. In those moments, you likely felt more productive and satisfied. The Stoics valued mindfulness as a way to ensure that we're fully engaged with our actions, thoughts, and surroundings. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of being mindful in all we do. He believed that when we pay attention to the present moment, we're more likely to act with intention and avoid unnecessary mistakes. Mindfulness isn't just about being aware, it's about being deliberate. When you practice mindfulness, you bring your full attention to your actions, which leads to better outcomes and a deeper sense of fulfillment. 12. Reflect and adapt. Finally, let's talk about the power of reflection. The Stoics believed that self-reflection is essential for growth and improvement. Each day they would take time to review their actions, thoughts, and decisions, asking themselves whether they lived in accordance with their values. This practice wasn't about self-criticism, but about learning and adapting. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, would often reflect on how he handled challenges and interactions throughout the day. He'd ask himself what he could have done better and how he might approach similar situations in the future. This habit of reflection allowed him to continuously refine his character and approach to life. By incorporating reflection into your routine, you create a feedback loop for your personal development. You become more aware of your strengths and areas for improvement. And with this awareness comes the ability to adapt, to make small changes that lead to consistent progress. Reflecting on your actions and adapting your approach ensures that you're always learning, growing, and getting closer to your best self. And there you have it, -12 Stoic secrets to always do your best. These timeless principles are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. Whether it's focusing on your purpose, embracing adversity, or practicing self-discipline, the wisdom of the Stoics can guide you toward excellence in every area of your life.